Right now at 5, a bond violation is landing an 18-year-old back in La Crosse County Jail.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Quote, "The court is fed up." That was La Crosse County Judge Elliot Levine today. He is revoking bond and ordering 18-year-old Sage Hickey back to jail. As we previously reported, Hickey was charged with first-degree intentional homicide for the death of 15-year-old Storm Vondrashek in 2021. He eventually pled down to felony intimidation of a witness, and the homicide charge was dropped. Now, a week ago, Hickey was charged in Monroe County with possession of a firearm as a convicted felon, bail jumping, possession of THC, and drug paraphernalia. The La Crosse Tribune first reported today Hickey violated his bond by carrying a weapon. The prosecutor reportedly told the court Hickey has, quote, continually thumbed his nose at the system. No one is injured after an early morning brush fire in Buffalo County Sunday. Now, according to Buffalo County Sheriff Mike Osmond, 3 area fire departments responded to a fire on Lintz Road after a neighbor reported it early Sunday morning. First responders arrived to a chicken coop on fire, and that coop was a total loss. Now, no one was inside the building and no one was injured. That fire remains under investigation by the Buffalo County Sheriff's Office and the Mondovi Fire Department. The judge in former President Trump's federal case related to January 6th and alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election results has set a date for trial. It will coincide with one of the biggest election days on the presidential primary calendar. Natalie Brand has more.
Former President Trump's attorneys did not get the 2026 trial date they had pushed for in his federal election interference case. Instead, the judge has scheduled it for March 4th of next year.
The judge, I think, largely was just not buying what the defense was selling here. I think what the judge acknowledged here is that there is a public interest in a speedy resolution.
Jury selection is scheduled to begin the day before Super Tuesday, when 15 states hold GOP primary contests. It also comes 3 weeks before his New York trial related to alleged hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. Trump told a conservative radio show Monday that his supporters are still with him.
Usually if a thing like that happens, that's the end of your political career.
That's true.
And what happens is they get it because they see the nonsense that they're talking about. It's nonsense.
Judge Tanya Chutkan emphasized she intends to treat Trump as any other defendant and said he will have to make the trial date work regardless of his schedule. That schedule will also include court dates in Georgia on charges of conspiring to overturn the 2020 election in that state. Trump and 18 co-defendants are scheduled to be arraigned on September 6th.
I have a strong feeling that District Attorney Fani Willis is going to be trying a number of different iterations of this case because it will be difficult to try all the defendants at once.
One of those co-defendants, former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, was in court today asking that his case be moved to federal court. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Former President Trump is using his legal cases to fundraise from supporters. His campaign announced it has raised $7 million off of his mugshot since last Thursday. U.S. Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack was in Minnesota today promoting investments for the future of farming in the state. Vilsack says those investments include measures to bring in more income opportunities for producers, create jobs, and generate rural prosperity while rebuilding the economy. U.S. Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith joined Vilsack at the Good Acre Food Hub in Falcon Heights. The group held a roundtable with local producers, small businesses, and community leaders. Time now for a check on the cooler region weather. Let's bring in First Warn meteorologist Bill Grahl with the latest. Bill?
Yeah, Ken, it was a bit warmer than what we saw over the weekend, but boy, it was nice to have some cooler readings over the weekend after that hot week last week. You can see those 90s, even that record-shattering 104 on Wednesday. But 79 was the high on Saturday, 78 yesterday. Back in the 80s today, though, a high of 86 degrees. So 17 of the days this month, we've seen an above-average high temperature out at the La Crosse Airport. Rest of the region also in the 80s, 82 today in Eau Claire, 84 in Winona, 81 in Viroqua, and 84 in Prairie du Chien. Just a few clouds off in the distance. I'm watching a weak boundary to our north over northwestern Wisconsin, eastern Minnesota. That's sliding south and east across the region this evening and tonight. And as it does, as you can see there, a slight chance for some hit-and-miss showers and thunderstorms. The best chances northern and eastern parts of the viewing area. Current temperatures still in the low to mid 80s, passing clouds with that slight chance of showers and storms overnight. 64 for the low here in La Crosse. And again, those best rain chances to the north and to the east. I will let you know if we have any more rain chances in my 8-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Bill. Well, more than $1 million are coming to one of La Crosse's major conservation nonprofits. The federal agency AmeriCorps is giving the state almost $15 million, and just about 1.3 of that will go to La Crosse-based WisCorps. Now, according to an official release, the money will go toward high-priority conservation projects across the state. WisCorps crews normally take on projects dedicated to improving public lands by building things like trails and managing habitats. We'll be following up with their executive director this week for a little bit more of a window into how that money might be used in the near future. Meanwhile, a note for Northside La Crosse residents. The Copeland Park splash pad will be closed for maintenance starting tomorrow. It'll be closed through Friday, the 1st of September. The Pogue Park and Springbrook splash pads are still open. The visitor contact station hours at the Trempealeau National Wildlife Refuge will be changing. Starting September 1st, hours of operation from Wednesday to Friday will be 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and the station will be closed Saturday through Tuesday. However, the office may have to close on additional days because of limited staffing. The refuge's entrance road will also be closed for some utility work. That will start tomorrow, the 29th, and it's expected to reopen before the weekend. And the marshland access will be open daily from 8 to 3:30 as an alternate entrance point during that closure. Oktoberfest is just around the corner and tickets are now on sale. This year, Oktoberfest will last 3 days starting the 28th of September. General admission passes cost $20. That gives you access to the Oktoberfest grounds for the entire weekend. You'll also receive a souvenir button. Passes for craft beer night are sold separately. You can purchase your tickets online or at the Oktoberfest grounds office. We'll post some links on our website, news8000.com, and our free-to-download News 8000 app. Just ahead tonight at 5, the Norwalk, Ontario Wilton School District is getting a facelift thanks to a referendum. We'll see what new projects are in store for the district right after this.
Look, Mom, I found one.
Oh, yeah, you did, but we need an ATM from our bank, unless you want to spend a small fortune in fees.
No, thank you. Banking with BMO means more fee-free ATMs than the 2 largest U.S. banks combined, including places like pharmacies and grocery stores.
Saving money and more convenient. Look at you being so helpful.
What'd you expect? You're studying at a help stop.
That's you.
That's me, at a desk.
When a bank helps you get and stay ahead, that's the BMO effect. Your adventure starts here at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. We've got something for everyone. Explore hundreds of miles of off-road fun. Cap off the night with the crew by spinning up even more excitement. Or slow it down and relax. Just the two of you. Your adventure awaits, outdoors, indoors. Call or visit Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls today. Experience the difference. Trail Riders Package available.
Set summer in motion with the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet, like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport and the Ridgeline, built for better off-road performance and engineered for more adventure. This summer, create your own adventures with Honda, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Get 11% off your painting project at Menards. From simple paint protection to heavy-duty construction, Polar Plastics has a solution for any project. Pick up a 10 by 25-foot roll of all-purpose plastic drop cloth today for just $7.99 after rebate. Protect your trim and walls with Scotch Painter's Tape. It stays on any surfaces and can be easily removed without leaving any sticky residue. Get a roll for $6.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today. $2,500 hiring bonus.
Today marked the first day of school for the Norwalk, Ontario Wilton School District. District officials are ready for a major capital project. Voters in November granted the district almost $25 million to provide the highest level of education to their community. Now, the project includes renovations including classrooms, labs, technical education, and agricultural areas. Additionally, the school will be renovating their classic gym into an auditorium with seating, storage, and a new band room.
Just having the kids back brings that added sense of joy and energy. And you know, our referendum obviously is going to be taking shape here. Our track and football field, Fayette Space, will be starting construction potentially next week.
Major project, and it's expected to be complete in the fall of 2025. For more information and background regarding this story, you can visit our website or our News 8000 app. Caution, children crossing. A national company is installing stop-arm cameras on almost 70 southeastern Minnesota school buses thanks to some help from state grant funding. According to a release by First Student, 68 school buses in the Red Wing and Winona areas now have cameras on stop arms. Those cameras are designed to help catch drivers violating Minnesota state law pertaining to school buses. The law says that all drivers must stop for school buses when the bus driver activates the flashing lights and has the stop arm fully extended. Vehicles must remain stopped until that stop arm is retracted and the red lights are turned off. Drivers who violate that law face a $500 fine. And as kids head back to school this fall, many will take a packed lunch with them. But parents often struggle to get their kids to eat a healthy lunch. One dietitian at Gunderson Health System says it can really help to get your kids involved in that lunch-making process. She says allowing kids to make choices allows them to learn about healthy options and feel more invested.
Even if you just ask your child, would you like to have cucumbers or baby carrots, you're still allowing them to be involved in that decision making.
Molstad says when putting together a lunch, it's important to remember to include at least 3 food groups. That could be a traditional lunch meat sandwich with an apple or popcorn, a hard-boiled egg, and a banana. You should also put an ice pack in your child's lunchbox to help keep things cool and reduce the risk of those foodborne illnesses. Still ahead, Florida's Gulf Coast is bracing for a direct hit from a powerful hurricane, and we'll explain why there are concerns in Tampa over contaminated gasoline, just as residents are being asked to evacuate.
And I'm meteorologist Bill Grahl, tracking some scattered showers and thunderstorms. I'll let you know the impacts for our area with my 8-day forecast after the break.
Closeouts and clearances, deals and sales, pickup or delivery. It's summertime at Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop new pieces from Best Home Furnishings and Best Craft with fully customizable fabric choices. Save on sectionals and recliners from Ashley or Catnapper. Buy accessories and occasional pieces like lamps, hanging art, and the area's largest selection of rugs. Outfit your deck or patio with Ashley Outdoor Furniture or our gliding red cedar collection. Try out Hybrid, Gel, and all foam mattresses on an adjustable base today. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Yes, can I help you? Nicolay? I've been doing this since Jimmy Carter was president in the 1980s. No, you don't need Nicolay. I can do it.
Oh, man. If they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay. Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yep, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
It's all right. It's okay. I understand. No big deal. No big deal.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get $6,600 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us.
Hi, what can I make fresh for you today?
It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us.
It's our pleasure.
Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Enjoy the convenience, beauty, and safety of a new walk-in shower or bathtub with new walls, new fixtures, and grab bars. Magnify your delight with new cabinets, sink, flooring, and lighting. Work with experienced designers and relax knowing completion is by our skilled carpenters, plumber, and electrician. Receive our best price anytime, every time. No gift cards, no free stuff, and no pressure. Superior products, superior installation at a price lower than most others. Invest wisely. The Board Store Home Improvements prompt free estimates.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Tropical storm Idalia is headed past Cuba and into the Gulf of Mexico at this hour. Forecasters expect the storm will hit Florida's Gulf Coast Wednesday as a major hurricane. Some evacuations have already begun, but as Christian Benavides explains, there are concerns that contaminated gasoline could make it harder for people to travel.
Automatic sandbagging machines are running around the clock in Tampa, Florida. All along Florida's Gulf Coast, hurricane watches are up as Idalia nears.
So we're prepping and hoping for the best.
Life-threatening storm surge and hurricane-force winds could arrive as early as Tuesday, and the storm's predicted to make landfall Wednesday north of Tampa.
But anything that wobbles with this storm could change that. So pretty much anybody on the west coast of Florida, I mean, you can see major impact.
The U.S. Coast Guard is preparing helicopters for search and rescue missions, and the National Guard has been mobilized. Evacuations have begun in low-lying areas north of Tampa, and more evacuations are expected. Officials are urging residents to keep their vehicle gas tanks at least half full. But there are concerns of a potential fuel contamination here in Florida. Citgo officials say that at least 29 gas stations, diesel fuel was found mixed into regular gasoline, which can cause cars to malfunction. Officials blame human error at the Port of Tampa.
We're working with DEM to get those fuels evacuated and replaced with clean fuel.
Idalia comes less than a year after Hurricane Ian, which killed 150 people and caused widespread destruction. Many in Florida's Fort Myers Beach are still living in trailers.
Please do not stay in the trailers. They're not safe to stay in. Even with a minor surge, they could float.
Forecasters say Idalia could become a Category 3 storm as it strengthens in the Gulf of Mexico Tuesday. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Tampa, Florida.
President Biden spoke with Governor DeSantis and approved an emergency declaration for Florida, and that's according to the White House. Tampa International Airport will suspend all operations beginning at midnight. And we know meteorologist Bill Grall's got an eye on the tropics with that radar developing, and in the cooler region, perhaps a chance for some scattered showers. Let's have Bill in to break it all down for us. Bill?
Yeah, we can't seem to buy a raindrop around here, but in case you have any interests in the tropics, especially Florida, southeastern parts of the area of the U.S., I should say, let's take a look at the latest numbers on Idalia. And again, it is a tropical storm, but expected to rapidly strengthen to a hurricane tonight. And then, as you heard in the national pack there, impact the Gulf Coast of Florida on Wednesday, perhaps as a Category 3 storm with winds up to 115 or 120 miles per hour. So all eyes between Tampa and Panama City is kind of the way most of the models are tracking it right now. Fortunately, we do not have to worry about Hurricane Franklin. Strong hurricane, 145 mile per hour winds. That's a Cat 4, but it'll stay well out to sea and not impact the mainland U.S., with the exception of some dangerous riptides across the eastern seaboard. All right, closer to home, we've got some passing clouds. 86 the high today, 57 the low. So that's 5 degrees above the average high of 81. And again, no rainfall. Look at the numbers here. We are over 2 inches below average now for the month of August and 4.5 inches below average for the year. So we need some rainfall. 85 degrees out at the airport and downtown at the station. Winds out of the south-southwest at 9. The Mississippi holding steady, 5.15. 82 degrees for you folks in Eau Claire. with a partly cloudy sky. Current temperatures, again, a nice late summer day. Temperature-wise, low to mid-80s, that 86 in La Crosse, 83s in Black River Falls and Sparta, 81 in Viroqua, also 83 in Prairie du Chien. Dew points in the mid-50s to low to mid-60s, so not overly humid. Those will come up a little bit tonight into the low to mid-60s. Southwesterly breeze at 5 to 10. So I am watching a weak boundary to the north, and that is causing kind of a broken line of scattered showers and thunderstorms north of the Twin Cities, up near Duluth, Minnesota, and up near Ashland and Bayfield, Wisconsin. That is forecast to track southeast across the region. Can't fully rule out some hit and miss showers and thunderstorms later this evening into the overnight. Best chances north and east, and Sky Tracker will show that maybe around 10 o'clock or so, some hit and miss showers, a little bit better chance for some hit and miss storms up towards Wausau and northeastern Wisconsin. Otherwise, some passing clouds overnight, and then tomorrow, kind of breezy north to northwest winds, but a pleasant day, seasonable day with highs on either side of 80, and heading into the day on Wednesday, mostly sunny and pleasant with highs in the upper 70s. Quick check of our zone forecast. Highs tomorrow right around 80 or 81 degrees in the La Crosse area, and most spots will see highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. A little cooler though as you head to the north, probably lower to middle 70s in parts of Clark, Chippewa, and Rusk counties. So for tonight, that slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Unfortunately, aerial coverage only about 30%. 64 for the low. 81 tomorrow, seasonable, a little bit on the breezy side. A pleasant day Wednesday, 79. Back around 81 on Thursday. Then it starts to warm up. Breezy to start September on Friday, 88. 90s for the holiday weekend, and still mainly dry all the way through Labor Day. Slight chance for some storms a week from tomorrow. But my goodness, Ken, we just can't buy any rain around here. Hopefully that'll change over the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Bill, thanks very much. When we come back tonight at 5, Redheads Unite. Thousands of them are gathering out in the Netherlands to celebrate what makes them stand out from all others.
Tuesday on News 8 Now this morning, the first sign of fall has arrived. Starbucks has put their pumpkin spice lattes back on the menu. We'll take a look at why the flavor is as popular as ever. And the Minnesota State Fair held their annual butter sculpture contest. We'll take a look at how 900 pounds of butter was turned into prize-winning sculptures. Have a great Monday night. More News 8 Now is after the break.
Now hiring carpenters. $2,000 sign-on bonus. Good pay and benefits. No weekends. Apply online or in person at the Board Store Home Improvements. Work with the best.
Jerry here with Stockman's of Osceola, where we have the area's largest selection of alcoholic beverages. We have seltzers, a large variety of beers, over 100 varieties of wine, cocktail mixes, liquor, and I'll be looking for you even over here by the original beverage, water.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors, settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call American Waterworks.
Hearing loss is everywhere. Everyone is at risk for hearing loss. 1 in 3 people age 65 and older have hearing loss. Early detection and intervention are crucial for minimizing the impact of hearing loss. At Beltone, you get more than just hearing aids. You get a hearing partner that's with you every step of the way. Beltone has been providing hearing care in the La Crosse and Eau Claire area for over 63 years. Our hearing care professionals lead the way in training and education. Beltone of the Chippewa Valley and Coulee region, with 11 locations throughout western Wisconsin and southeastern Minnesota.
If you're shopping for a vehicle and wonder what website has local vehicles listed, check out FindCars.com, because FindCars.com is locally based. You'll find thousands of vehicles listed from local dealers and private sellers all over the area. Plus, it's so easy to use. Simply choose the vehicle you're looking for, and FindCars.com will show you who has what you're looking for locally and beyond. FindCars.com, local shopping made easy.
FindCars.com. Click.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Jerry here with Stockman's of Osceola, where we have the area's largest selection of snacks for all seasons. Popcorn and peanuts, summer sausage, crackers, cookies, and the classics like box chips, where we have all your beverages to wet your whistle.
You're watching News 8 Now. expect more.
Thousands of people born with red hair met up in the Netherlands over the weekend to celebrate having red hair. The annual convention draws people from all over the world who have one thing in common: the uncommon fiery locks. It's estimated that redheads make up between 1% to 2% of the world's population. But this is a big festival for them because many of them say they've been bullied growing up.
It's just incredible because I don't feel alone anymore. I feel together, I feel like part of something.
The big motivation was just to see more people like us and have a sense of community as a redhead, because it can feel isolating when you don't see a lot of people like you.
The Dutch festival began accidentally in 2005 when a photographer placed an ad for 15 models with red hair and 150 people responded. From there, the gathering was so popular, it's become an annual event. We'll have a look at what's coming up when we come back, and Bill will have one more check of this dry forecast.
So I come to this country looking for opportunities, and I found out the Pilgrims. The opportunities in here are like infinity. Give Pilgrims an opportunity, it's gonna be great, and it's a really, really good place to work.
I'm gonna say something I want you to think about. Wealthy people ask, how much? People who struggle with their money ask, how much a month? If you're borrowing for everything you purchase, you're buying everything on time, this can lead to a life of financial mediocrity. I think you deserve much better than that. If you'd like to learn more, give me a call at Firefighters Credit Union.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Labor Day sale is going on now, featuring unbeatable deals on fall essentials for your home, work, and vehicles. Like all Skechers footwear, buy one, get one half price. Save 20% on Carhartt denim pants for the whole family. And these Blaine's brand candies, 3 for $6. Plus, when your car's in the shop, get 10% off in-store purchases with $100 or more spent on tire and auto service. Tires and batteries, trust and care. A Blaine's Farm and Fleet promise since 1955.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $7,500 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes. Those with a special kind of courage or ability. Those saving the day, one person at a time. The Board Store Home Improvements and News 8 Now want to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero.
My career path, I started as a quality technician and was promoted 3 times in 3 years, and now I'm a quality lead. I encourage others to apply at Pilgrims for the pay, the hours, the benefits, and to be one big loving family.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, state of emergency as millions brace for a brutal storm surge. We're tracking the dangerous weather heading towards the south that could bring 100-mile-per-hour winds and heavy rain this week, plus what it means for school and flight cancellations. That and more news tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And a weak boundary will bring at least a slight chance for some hit-and-miss showers and thunderstorms around here later this evening into the overnight. Best chances to the north and east of La Crosse, but we all have at least a slight chance. Lows around 64. Otherwise, mainly dry right through the holiday weekend. 81 tomorrow, 79 on Wednesday.
Certainly could use those scattered chances. Thank you very much, Bill. And thank you all for joining us tonight at 5. Hope to see you again at 6.